clerics in their fucking castles. I've never understood it. They build robots and shit, but they live in a fucking ruin.
Right. You are all here because you do not seem to understand the gravity of the situation. While this war rages on, our enemy is growing stronger and stronger. Those things outside do not give a single thin shit about anything. Not what's fair, or right, or good. So if you've got any notion about laying down arms, forget about it! Now, get in formation! Before we get started on the drill, hear this. It has not escaped my notice that some of you have been slacking when it comes to maintaining your weapons. That is unacceptable! I will not tolerate rust. I will not tolerate carelessness. We do not have replacements. Now, get to it! Hey!
Actually, I just wanted to talk.
Well, you've come to the wrong place. Look, I'm sure your intentions are good, but right now, I'm busy whipping these morons into shape. It's a miracle that most of these numbskulls even showed up today. There's twice as many who didn't even bother.
Why would that be?
You're asking for reasons? These idiots don't have reasons. They're like cattle. Lazy cattle. It is my duty to make sure that everyone who leaves this yard knows how to do their job. In order to achieve that, I need a little discipline. Unless I beat some sense of the real world into their thick skulls, they'll be off with the others preaching blue skies and sunshine. No amount of belief in the Creator will save you if you're faced with a barrel of a gun or some deadly creature's jaws.
Exactly. Why talk your jaw off if you can just hit a guy?
I like you, boy. Just let your muscles do the thinking for you.
Ah, yeah.
Right. We'll see each other at morning roll call, washed and shaved. And get your uniform in order.
What does he want?
Nothing. But let me do the talking.
I see you're not on the same page, but I can't worry about that. I have to get a move on. If you're not one of these runts, come back tomorrow and I may have a use for you.
You said you had a use for me?
Soldier, are you hard of hearing?
I want to learn from you.
Then you'll have to show up at the crack of dawn tomorrow, just like everyone else.
I wasn't planning on waiting that long.
If I had to teach everyone individually, we would have a great army. In about 100 years.
What if I paid you?
Special treatment in exchange for Elex. A few more shards would certainly help us out. I'll make you a deal. I will charge you a small fee for each unit of training, regardless of whether you back out or not. In exchange, I will help you improve your melee and ranged combat skills. I can also show you how to use your equipment more effectively.
Let's get started.
I want to see continuous movements. No gaps in the sequence.
Forgive us, O Creator. Grant me the power to bring sight to the blind. Ah, a new seeker. I look at you and see that, like all wayward souls, you were led here by an inner emptiness. But your search is at an end. You have reached your destination. The Creator welcomes you.
Tell me more about the Creator.
He is the bread that fills your stomach. He is the light that brightens your day. The signpost for the lost. If you wish, I will gladly strike up a hymn so that we can pay homage to him together.
No need. I think I get the picture. I'm actually looking for work.
Oh no, my son. No. That is not what you seek at all. But your mistaken seeking brings us to a vitally important question. Why do we dedicate ourselves every day to drudgery? Do you know what our Creator has taught us about this?
Who the fuck cares about this shit? You're supposed to give us work to do, not talk our ears off.
A degree of humility will suit you well, my confused friend. But, back to my question. Are you aware of the Creator's teachings?
Not in so many words, but I have a sinking feeling you're about to tell me.
My son, a man afraid to talk about his beliefs and those of another is no man at all. The Creator says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened." But how does he conclude his offer to us? Do you know?
Because I will shoulder your burdens.
I see you are a man who heard the words of the Creator, my son. I knew from the moment I saw you that he had called you to me. And because your beliefs stand upon such strong foundations, I bestow on you the honor of helping our flock be fruitful and multiply.
I already have one son. That's enough for now.
I speak not of the miracle of birth. I speak of the miracle of persuasive words. I ask that you journey to the lands of the savages to spread the word of the Creator. Take on this pilgrimage, and his eternal gratitude will be your reward.
About that pilgrimage. What do I have to do?
Fear not. I don't expect you to stand on street corners and preach the word. The Creator's words are written down. They need only be placed in reach of lost souls. Take these flyers. Hang them somewhere visible, somewhere the helpless are sure to set eyes upon them. When your work is done, return and we can open our arms to the new arrivals together.
What kind of payment can I expect for this?
Is your own salvation not recompense enough?
I was hoping for something more tangible.
I must take some time to ponder this matter. In any case, you will certainly not be disappointed, my son.
Do you really think you can win people over like that?
Of course, the pen is mightier than the sword, and so it has been since time immemorial. I caution you, do not follow the ways of our trainers. They see martial finesse as our greatest weapon, but true protection only springs forth from inner contemplation. Our ranks will fill up, believe me. We'll be a bulwark, steadfast in belief, strong enough to defy all dangers.
Where exactly should I go?
Do your ears not hear? The lands where savages roam.
Do you mean the Berserkers' fort?
That is one such place. But the crater, too, is home to many godless creatures whose ears are closed. They are savages indeed.
And the Morcons, what about them?
They are wretched worshippers of a false idol. Their path leads only to darkness. Nothing, not even the light of the Creator, can save them from damnation. Do not concern yourselves with those who live in the ice either. Their hearts are frozen solid, and no words will thaw them.
So, the fort and the crater. Got it.
Well,
Huh. You and I have met before. Where have I seen that face?
We met in the Hort.
Right, in the Horde. I trained a lot of recruits there. You know, back when it was still in one piece. Finding a single half-decent recruit is a near impossible task. So I'll get to the point. Are you gonna help us out or not?
It depends. What do you want from me?
To be honest, quite a lot. But I'll take that as a yes. Look, anyone who works for me gets food, shelter, and fair pay for a day's work. Think it over. My door is always open. You'll find me a fair boss. I always speak my mind, even if I do seem a little blunt at times. Take this. Use it to pick up your rations in the canteen.
I want something to eat too.
Doesn't look like you need it.
We're fine, thank you.
Any other questions? Fire away. Anytime.
What can I do to help?
Simple. Go where help is needed. Then help. As far as I'm concerned, that's all it takes for me to treat you as a cleric.
That's it?
I'm a soldier. I don't like to overcomplicate things. I can't provide you with a uniform, though. We are all out of those.
You're kidding me.
No. Our armorer offers the standard protective gear, but no uniforms. The only one left is a regent's uniform, and I'm not giving that to you.
Why not?
Well, more accurately, I'm not giving it to you yet. You'll have to earn it, and that won't be easy. If the armor's really what you want, you need to gain access to the Alps.
Infiltrate them.
Right. I told you it wouldn't be easy. I'll also tell you why this is so important to us. Ever since they began occupying Ignadon, the Alps have left us in peace. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee they'll keep that up. The Alps are a threat we can't ignore, so I like to be as informed as possible. It's not enough to be one of their scouts. Gain the rank of trooper, and then we'll talk.
So, I think I've talked to some of Magellan's most important people. Wonder what the old man would say about that.
We will never be
Huh, okay. Never mind.
Jax, a most unexpected visitor to our holy halls. Is it fate that in these troubled times you have found your way back to us?
Again we meet with dark clouds hanging over us. Little has changed since we took up arms against our common enemy.
At that time, you spoke of mankind's impending doom, and of those who would cause it. It shames me to think of how little heed I gave your wise words.
Forget it. I've had moments of doubt myself.
And out there, the invaders build their towers of destruction. Exactly what you tried to warn us of.
Actions are what count. We must think about our future. How to destroy this enemy.
That's exactly what we're doing. Now the wounds inflicted upon us have healed. We have rallied ourselves and are planning our resurgence.
I was hoping you could help me. I need some better gear. And some good instructors in the art of armed combat.
I see. You've lost a great deal of the strength you once had. The war against the Alps took a great deal from all of us. And the situation seems liable to get worse in the future, not better.
That war was 6 years ago. It's not a problem anymore. I was bitten by one of the invaders' dark creatures, infected with their plague. It crippled many of my combat skills. I need to work on them again, from scratch.
I wish I could help you, but in these dark days, I have to think about my own faction. We have neither the resources nor the time to train you, or to share our weapons.
That is unfortunate.
To us, you are an outsider. We must focus on our own survival, and that means holding on to every last scrap we have.
I believe you're trying to talk me into joining the Clerics.
That would be one way to solve this dilemma. Though, from the look of you, you'd have to start your training with the basics. That isn't something the clerics can afford to offer you. We simply can't spare the manpower or the relevant supplies. That's my final word, I'm afraid. We won't be able to give you basic training in our weapons technology.
You know, I like your attitude. I'd like to join you.
I'm glad to hear that. Our approach to combat closely resembles that of the Alps to the north. If you want to join us, I suggest you go to them first. They can teach you the basics.
You want me to train with your enemies?
They're not the only ones who would rather see us dead. These last few months, many evils have come to torment us. The Alps are the least of our worries. When you've completed your basic training, we can talk again about your initiation into the cleric community.
As an Alp commander, my specialty was Elex abilities. My repertoire didn't include other weapons until much later.
Then it's those abilities you should start improving. They will make you a valuable asset to the clerics.
I'll be returning to you as an Alb. You're okay with that?
That is what you were in the first place. Once you've learned the fundamentals of high-tech weaponry, speak to Judicator Hagen. He'll be able to answer your questions. We all have burdens to bear. I wish you every success on the rest of your journey.
Well,
We...
What the hell is wrong with you, you piece of shit machine? Let's go through it again. Servo motor, check. Hydraulics, check. Helix intake, check. Central processing unit. Ugh, how the fuck am I supposed to know? How can I be of service? Or maybe you can be of service to me. Know anything about combat mechs or drones? I'm struggling with the instruction cycle. They're like normal instructions, only more, technological.
What's the error? Is it the number of clock cycles? Or the assignment of addresses in memory?
What? Look, just forget I ever asked. I'll figure it out, eventually. So, what do you want again?
Do you train technicians too?
I don't have, time. Right, I don't have time for that. But I've seen Vivian juggle a wrench now and again. Not that she comes close to my level of skill, but she can show you how to open a can, that sort of thing. Go and ask her. You can find her in the merchant storehouse.
What do you do here?
I solve problems. In theory, anyway. These shiny little buddies here, the ones we're endlessly tinkering with, sooner or later, they're supposed to fill the gaps in our ranks of soldiers.
Looks like it might be a while.
That's not quite true. I already have a prototype. All it needs is a little testing. You try getting results with a roll of wire and a few rubber bands. I'm not the problem here. I was trained by Master Goddard. May the Creator bless his soul. Unfortunately, my work here also makes me irreplaceable. I can never find the time to go out and give my prototype a proper field test.
I'll test it for you if you like.
Oh, well, sure, I mean, why not? I would prefer to test it myself, but I won't turn down the offer. Right, so, I'll set the prototype to run a routine outside the castle. I want you to follow and observe. It's programmed to protect us from enemies, so you should pay attention to how well it identifies and fights threats. Keep a record of how long it takes to deal with the enemies. I need to know if it's running efficiently or not. It should be approximately 37.5% faster at threat recognition compared to previous combat mechs.
Got it.
Great. Just hold on a second then. I'll send it on its guard routine. Get ready to give chase. Unit ZX-01. Initialize new routine. Execute routine Alpha 1 with subroutine B. Huh. Well, these readings are a little odd. What the? Oh dear. I have the sinking feeling that I might need to work on the prototype a little bit longer.
You don't say.
Sorry, I must have made a mistake when calibrating the enemy detection. Good thing we managed to destroy it, huh? Kind of a shame, though. Now I have to start from scratch again. Still, thanks for wanting to help out. I appreciate it. I'll let you know when I have a new prototype ready for testing. Provided you still want to help, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not so sure of that.
Here, take this. We'll call it hazard pay.
Stupid and impulsive.
Thanks for your help.
If you want to buy something, go see my merchants. They'll sell you what we can spare.
What do you make of this?
Let me see it. Give it to me. Who gave you this piece of crap?
I was told you'd take it off my hands.
What am I supposed to do with some worthless scrap metal?
Worthless. It's gold.
Oh yeah? Take a closer look. It's iron with gold coloring. And I'm not even sure it's real iron. Someone ripped you off.
I better go back to the fort, sort this all out.
Who was it? I mean, they seem to know me, right?
Said his name was Hank.
Doesn't ring any bells. But who'd use their real name in this line of work, huh? Whoever it was, they thought I'd be fooled by this. Didn't realize I'm not a simple merchant. I have experience in dealing in stuff like this. Hey, maybe if you hurry, you can catch them before they get away.
Kino says you're good with technology.
Oh yeah? Somehow I doubt he put it quite so nicely. The only ass he kisses is his own. If he talks about me, it's only to make me look bad.
You're not a fan of his, then?
It's mutual. But you must have noticed that he doesn't deserve that position. He thinks he does just because he got here before me. He forgets that I was already in charge of this stuff back in the domed city.
Why don't you do something about it?
Why bother? The way he behaves, he'll be dead in the dirt within a year. Besides, I'm needed here. If he and I traded places, our supply chain would dry up in 2 days tops. But I'd be happy to teach you if you'd like. For a small fee, of course.
Could you teach? I'm not here to trade.
What do you want from me then?
Just looking around.
Okay, well, I'm busy sorting and rationing our supplies, so if you don't want anything, I'd appreciate if you left me alone.
You need help with your work?
Ah, so that's what you're after. You want a job. Well, if you want to help out, I always need supplies. So if you have any long-life food you want to get rid of, give it to me. Our trade convoy has gone missing, and there are no supplies coming in, which is a big problem.
What happened to your trade convoy?
If only I knew. They should have been here long ago. But if you're looking for work, I'd pay you to find them if you can, and help them if they're still alive.
About the trade convoy. Where should I start looking for them?
They can't be that far away, actually. I know they were on their way back from the Berserkers. They're probably somewhere between the fort and our castle.
I'll find them for you.
I'll make it worth your time. If you can help them reestablish their trade routes, I will reward you handsomely. And if they're dead, well, at least then I'll know I don't have to keep on waiting. You know, I'll only take large quantities off your hands. I can't do much with individual cans. Show me what you got.
If you believe the rumors, they left. If you're looking...
Can I buy cleric armor from you?
Standard stuff won't do, huh? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but our armor is in short supply. We lost most of it when we fled from the Horde.
I guess that means I leave here empty-handed.
Well, I do have one absolute gem left, but it's under lock and key.
What do you mean?
We still have a set of Regent armor, but if you want it, you'll have to make a big impression on Judicator Hagen. I can't release anything until he gives me clearance.
You busy?
Well, little, but I'm fine with that. You know, we used to go out at all hours of the day and night and get into some kind of fight. Now, we just don't have the soldiers. On the plus side, it means we're not constantly mourning the fallen. But as long as we're chatting, maybe you can tell me what things look like out there. I hear that the Dark Horde are putting up those towers everywhere. Is that true?
I can confirm that. My place got hit pretty hard.
Oh, and you're still alive? If that happened to me, I'd crap my pants. How'd you make it out?
Dumb luck.
In my experience, there's no such thing. The Creator has plans for you, no doubt about it. In any case, thanks for the chat. It's good to talk to someone else. Here, from my personal reserve. It helps against every horror.
It's really annoying.
Apparently, they're still in Goliath.
Excuse me. Yes, you. Haven't seen you around here before. Well, whatever your reasons for coming here, we clerics aren't in the business of turning people away. That said, it's my duty to make sure every traveler who arrives here knows how we run things. No stealing and no fighting. Understood?
Don't worry, friend. I plan on sticking to the rules.
Well, that's good to hear. So, how about I give you a guided tour? It's quiet right now. I can leave my post for a while. Unless you have any more questions.
You don't look like a cleric. Not like any I've ever seen.
Ha! I'd much rather be wearing the official uniform, but we have limited resources.
So where did that armor come from?
A while ago, our scouts came across some berserkers and Morkons fighting. The berserkers were completely outnumbered, didn't have a chance. The Morkons wiped them out and just left their corpses where they fell. It was the scouts' duty to give them a half-decent burial.
But it wasn't possible to bury them with such bulky armor?
Yeah, though as you can see, it's been put to good use. We clerics do not tolerate wastefulness.
Tell me, are you the only guard at this gate?
Yes, if you don't count the combat mechs. Completely unreliable, those things. Too glitchy. Anyway, I can't complain. It's a solitary job, but my work allows everyone to sleep soundly. I'm proud of that. A cleric dedicates their life to saving others.
How are things here?
These are troubled times. We've been attacked, displaced, scattered. There's a risk that our community, our identity, will be lost forever. People are losing hope. They don't believe this situation will ever change.
You share that view?
No, unlike some, I still have faith. Don't get me wrong, we're not all in despair. Some of us still believe we have a future. If we can regroup, focus on things we can achieve, not what we can't, play to our strengths. If we can do that, I'm certain our ranks will start to increase again.
I'd like a tour of the base.
Granted, with pleasure. Stay close to me, okay? First, I'll show you the habitat. It's where all the acolytes sleep. You can get some shut-eye there too if you like. I expect you're tired from such a long journey. Just pick whichever bed looks good to you. There's more than enough to go around.
Gather the ammunition that's still lying around out there. Stockpile and maintain your weapons. And when it comes to it, do what needs to be done. Soon,
Here we are. Take a quick look inside. I don't mind waiting.
Okay, back in a moment.
All right.
this is Herbert speaking to you from the orbit.
Back so soon? Then let's get going.
Please, let's continue the tour.
Well, that is the plan. Although, there's something I need to ask you first. Are you a believer?
Does it matter?
Not really. I'm just curious. So are you a believer or not?
I am.
Good. Then I've got a surprise for you. Brother Johannes is about to start a prayer service. We'll be just in time for it. Oh, darn it. I guess I spoiled the surprise. Let me take you there.
Eat out there is one thing. Berserker magic is something to be truly feared. Even untransformed.
When I do have time to myself, a quiet moment, I find solace in prayer. Outsiders often find this hard to understand. But let me tell you, 1 week at my post would make anyone start to believe. The canteen is right next door, by the way. The selection is, well, limited. But if you chew a little longer than usual, you should be able to keep it down. Looks like we're right on time. Listen to Johannes for as long as you want. If you like the sermon, I don't mind staying to the end. Just let me know when you've had enough.
Brothers and sisters, hear me. I have been blessed with another revelation. A message has come to me. A message of hope and peace. You call yourselves exiles, but here you have found a new home. You call yourselves lost, but the Creator shows you the way. You call yourselves powerless, but prayer gives you strength every hour of every day. If you accept the Creator as your Savior, you will achieve enlightenment. Who can doubt His glory?
I can. The Creator is testing you! Show some faith!
My son, how can you deny the truth?
Because we're poor and afraid and have nothing to eat. This community, it's built on sand. One gust of wind and it's all gone.
And yet still we stand. From the ashes we rose. Now our numbers are increasing. You cannot deny the Creator's miracles.
The real miracle is that I'm still here. I've had enough of this bullshit.
He who rejects the hand of the Creator will be subject to His judgment. Praise be to you all. Now go. Feast upon the fruits of your labor. May the Creator bless you.
There goes another.
Another?
That man who left during the sermon? He's the fourth one this month. Not everyone shares our optimism about the future. People are losing faith, turning to other activities to find solace. I just don't understand. Our faction serves the common good of all mankind, yet still, people turn their backs on us. But I must be stoic. I'm losing enough sleep over this already. On we go. I'm glad you listened to the sermon right up to the end. Words can be extremely persuasive, though it's essential we turn those words into action. They're also a major source of comfort and support. It takes a believer to understand that, like you and me. That's the Regent's Citadel. Next to that are the archives. The Citadel is where our people conduct vital research. The archives are where they safely store that knowledge. Not the kind of work that I'm interested in. Let's not go inside. You'd be bored to tears, and I'm trying to make this tour interesting. Come on, nearly done. Have I told you about Vivian?
No, but we've already met.
So you know she's the one to go to if you have any goods to sell. Okay, that's about it. You should have a rough idea of where everything is. And don't forget, if any of the buildings spark your curiosity, just go inside and say hello.
Just like that?
As long as you don't get in anyone's way, no one will mind. This is the Judicator's Basilica. Humble folks like us tend not to hang around here, unless you're standing accused of something. I suggest you be extremely careful what you say and do in Hagen's presence. He's in charge of passing out sentences. Hagen will be able to answer your questions. I expect you've got plenty. I'll go back to my post. If you're ever in need of some company, please come by and say hello. Goodbye for now. Not now.
What the hell are you doing?
Damn creatures everywhere. You're screwed without a weapon. I'm so glad you found us.
You wouldn't happen to be the trade convoy that Vivian wants me to find.
Thank Callahan. Vivian sent you. I was afraid we'd be written off as dead already. We could really use your help.
First, tell me what happened.
I don't even know where to start. We wanted to try a new, shorter route. We knew it was dangerous, but we tried anyway. We were halfway back from the fort heading towards the castle when we were attacked. We ran away up the hill. Me and one of my guards lost our weapons on the way.
You should have strapped your guns on properly.
Huh. You ever try strapping your gun down while Reavers shoot holes in the ground behind you? But that wasn't all. We somehow escaped the Reavers and saw a hut. We thought we'd hide out in there for a while. As we slowly worked our way up, these damn spine hounds came and attacked us. So we ran again. We ran up here. Seems like my other guard lost his weapon on the way. And that's how you found us now, with no guns and those beasts on our tails. As you can see, we could really use your help.
You want me to help you look for your weapons?
We would appreciate that, yeah. We can't show our faces in the castle again without them. We might as well throw ourselves to the spine hounds.
Where'd you lose them?
We lost 2 weapon packs somewhere on the way up here. Just look along the side of the road. The last weapon pack must be somewhere up here. We just can't seem to find the damn thing. Once you have them, please bring them back here quickly. I don't feel safe at all walking around unarmed.
Good deal. If you ever need anything else, just come to me.
found your weapon packs.
Fantastic. At last. Now we can hit the road again and get back to our trade route. I'm sorry I don't have anything to give you in return.
I'm on assignment for Vivian. She'll pay me.
Oh yeah, right. You told me that already. In that case, I won't keep you any longer. I'm just glad we can finally get back to our trade route. Thanks again. I guess we'll see each other sometime. Callahan's blessings be upon you.